Hello, my Virgo and Virgo rising friends. Sandra from ForYourChi.com. Here today to do your tarot six houses monthly for February 2022. I apologize for my voice. I'm feeling a tad bit not well. So how are my Virgos doing out there? As I'm looking at your cards, I'm getting a message about the second house, which I will relay in just a moment, an extra message. But your first house, you're sitting pretty good despite circumstances in your environment, inside and outside. The universe is here to remind you to stand firmly grounded in your gratitude for what you currently have. Because the more gratitude that you have, the more you are opening your energy up to receive more. I'm pulling the oracle from the Colette Baron Reid Wisdom of the Hidden Realms, which I haven't done until this month for the videos. And I just love how it flows with this tarot and this spread. The River Queen, number 36, flow, letting go, and natural movement. Letting go of control issues is difficult for a Virgo. But I feel like it's going to be important to let it go, especially the first few days of February. So if you can just set aside to do some relaxation. I know it's hard, especially for a Virgo. Take some sea salt baths, maybe get a pedicure, a facial. I know I'm saying swear words to a Virgo, right? Unless you're a Gemini rising, you know who you are. You will do the pedicure. It may be the facial, but maybe not all in one day, right? But I really feel like there's an element of you need to unwind because that Virgo has been wrapped really tight lately. Now, speaking of tight, this is not to say that the Virgos are not generous by any means, but the money issue seems tight for you guys. Now, when I saw this card in this house, I immediately thought to tell you guys to go back and watch what I said about January in your second house. There was something very specific, a warning or some advice or both about your money. The accelerated motion card is the harsh life lesson. You could get burned with your money or on a money situation in February. If it's not too late, don't extend the offer to loan out your money. You could lose it regardless, even if you don't loan it to someone, because this could be an investment. This could even be a gamble, to be quite honest with you. And to coincide with the harsh life lesson, we have the Lady of Lightning, which talks about shock and surprise. So I really don't like that combined with the harsh life lesson card, right? If you can go back, if it's not too late, watch what I said in January. It's possible I think I said something about moving money. You might have to move some of it because you don't want the shock and surprise to be a almost total loss. Okay, so, spread it around. Diversify even more than you already are. And it may be time for a new investment person, too. You might have to get someone who's a little bit younger that can diversify in new things, new technologies and things like that, where the older people really aren't hip into what's happening there. Okay. Third house, your brother, sister, triumph. Okay, so this is the Knight of Swords card. Either your brother or sister is the Knight of Swords. This could also be a messenger, I'm hearing. You could get a message about your brother or sister, some rapid movement, but this is rapid movement happening with them or to them. This could be them needing to make a change in a hurry. What's our advice card here? The Dream Walker. Dreams, the collective good, and illusion. I was told not to read this deck inverted, so I'm not going to. Your brother or sister is on the move, or someone is on the move towards them, and they are getting a psychic intuitive message hit before it comes. You may tell them to watch and pay attention to their dreams. Who are they dreaming about? What is happening? This could have to do with a person that they haven't seen in quite some time that's coming back for some reason, or to offer some advice. Okay, or some assistance. Your fourth house, House of Home, the waiting game. So this card is what I call my insurance card. Patience is required, but success is assured. There's something that you want to do here with your home. And it's not happening at the rapid pace that you would like it. However, don't fret, because slow and steady is going to win the race here. Keep pacing towards your goal. And the divine timing is not correct anyway. So after this pacing and patience, you are going to make it to your end goal as you are supposed to in the timing that the divine has set out for you for this situation. If this is not talking about your house, this is talking about your father or your father energy. Oh, I like the Oracle card. The High Lord of Gratitude and Serviceness, Selflessness, Humility, Conscious Action. So this is you taking steps towards your goal. The Virgo is definitely not lazy in this regard, especially. So, and I feel like this has to do with the first house message also, and giving gratitude for what you already have. And especially giving gratitude for what you already have in regard to this situation with your home. Now, if nothing's happening with the home, although I did predict big home things for Virgo this year, this could also be talking about your father working on his goal towards whatever he's doing in his life right now, which is a good thing, because he'll be able to physically do it. And a lot of people aren't right now. Okay. Fifth house. Rejoice in celebration. I mean, I'm torn, because I like this card in the fifth house traditionally as a reader. Third house, or this is the Three of Cups in the fifth house, which means party, kicking up your heels, going out, having fun. However, I feel like this is a split message. For some of you, not all of you, this could be a third party involved in your dating, whoever you're dating. You could have an indication. It could be a full-blown you finding out that the person or partner that you're dating is seeing someone else and two-timing you. And I hate to give that message, but the Three of Cups, for some reason, in this house at this time, could totally mean that. Now, we're only doing houses 1 through 6 here on YouTube, but I will give you a sneak peek, just a tad. The Three of Cups, third party, could definitely be an issue considering what's coming up in your 7th house of partnerships. The map maker of destiny is here to tell us about authentic purpose, inspiration, and free will. That doesn't really sound like so much of a party for me in the 5th house. Now, if you're coupled and you've been coupled for a long time, and this is not talking about a third party, then it's talking about you going out and networking and meeting people that you're supposed to meet, not for necessarily fun purposes, but for long-term business, networking, potential contracts. I think this guy is he's writing. He has a feather pen and a book. So it could be for those purposes also. All right, let's look at your 6th house. Okay, you have intuition, 6th house of work and health. You are being given messages. Now, a lot of times this comes in the form of nighttime dreams, but it could come in any form because it's messages from your guides, so they're going to try to get in any way that they possibly can. This could be a TV commercial that comes on at a very synchronistic time, where you were just talking about something and all of a sudden the TV pops on and it's that exact subject matter that you were speaking of, right? Or you could overhear somebody's conversation. Now, for those of you that this is not talking about work, of course, it could be talking about health. If you were just thinking about, I'm giving you an example, getting on some magnesium supplements or changing out your calcium or something like that, and then all of a sudden your friend calls you and says, hey, are you interested in purchasing this calcium supplement? I got it on a discount. I have more than I could possibly use. It's that kind of, they're trying to get a message through. What's the oracle card? Okay, the wise wisdom of Wonderland, integrity and compromise. You're going to do the right thing here. And if this is switching out your diet or exercise program, then you're going to be all on it. If anybody's on top of that, it's a Virgo. 90% of the Virgos I know run marathons. Like, they are hardcore. And I feel like the compromise part of it does have to do with some kind of compromise with your diet. And take that as it resonates. If your body's not liking something, milk, wheat, dairy, whatever the case may be, you may have to back off of it and do something else instead. Now, I just realized that I forgot to pull the tarot cards from the Morgan Greer, because we're going to see what astrological or zodiac signs are around you at this time. Oh, 2 cards wanted to flip out. Temperance, that's a Sagittarius. So you've got Sagittarius, you've got Cups. I'll just show it to you. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I'm going to pick one more. Truth, who's around my Virgos right now in their 7th house of relationships? Let's see, what's this? The Fool card. I don't know that I've ever pulled the Fool card. We're going to look this up real quick. Bear with me. We're going to see what the Fool card represents in tarot. Either I haven't pulled it or I don't remember. Tarot card, Fool, Zodiac. I'm going to laugh if this is a Capricorn. I was just having a conversation with a Capricorn. Oh, that's interesting. This says Aquarius. Okay. It is what it is. You got an Aquarius, you've got the water signs, and you've got a Sagittarius around. No Earth, interestingly enough. Okay, so we're going to continue this reading, houses 7 through 12. We're going to look at your relationship in depth. I'm going to pull some romance cards because we're going to get to the bottom of this. We're going to look at your intimacy life, your taxes, contracts, legal matters, the source of your significant other's income, if you have that. We're going to look at your travel and your school. We're going to look at your career and your mother. We're going to look at your children or your best friend. And we're going to look at the future, which is approximately May, 3 months from now. Thanks for being here with me, Virgo. Many blessings. The link is below to the Patreon and the extended reading. Thanks so much.